We've got an accident to talk about in this edition of The Law and You. Joining us tonight, attorneys Greg Fellerman and Molly Clark, who is here for Ed. Good to see you both tonight.
Good to see you.
Nice to have Molly here.
It is. Molly always has a lot to say in these questions, and I'm sure tonight will be no different. Let's head to the accident in Pittston. Kim says, I was rear-ended at an intersection in Pittston. I have some neck pain, but am limited tort. My husband says we cannot bring a claim because we have limited tort. What do you think, Molly? Does that mean that they're out of legal action here?
Well, they're certainly not out of legal action. I hate to say it, Kim, but your husband does actually have a point. There are some things that you're going to have to look into because of the limited tort selection. That's a problem in Pennsylvania. We tell people all the time to make sure that you're not limited tort, to be full tort. That said, however, there's a lot of exceptions to the limited tort rule. If you have a significant bodily injury, if the person that hit you had a DUI, things of that nature, if it was an out-of-state driver or a commercial vehicle, there's a couple other exceptions. But a serious bodily injury is the one that we face the most. So if you're injured, if any of those other things might apply, you won't have to worry about the limited tort designation. But it is something to be concerned about. You should contact a lawyer so that you can get the right advice. Pull out your deck page, make sure you sign the right form. Sometimes people think they're limited tort, they're really not. There's some specific language that you have to sign, some sign-offs. So there's some wiggle room with that. But your husband does have a good point, although he could be technically wrong.
But the thing, two things Molly touched on, the serious bodily impairment, you have to get medical treatment, you have to get testing to overcome that. When she says about commercial vehicles, what we see generally with commercial vehicles in a tractor trailer case, that they are licensed or registered in a different state, which would then be the out-of-state exception that would get over the limited tort. So in a lot of these cases, you need some advice, you need to get to a doctor, you need to get to a lawyer and find out what's wrong, because you have 2 years on the statute of limitations, and that's started already, so you got to get moving.
Good advice. Results matter with Fellerman and Ciarimboli. Attorneys Greg Fellerman and Molly Clark, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
PAHomepage.com and the Law and You hotline are there for you.